Hello, in today's video, I will be sharing end times dreams from people all around the world. Please listen all the way to the end to hear the message from the Lord. Dream 1. Last night before I went to bed, I requested God to show me what will happen during the Great Tribulation. It was actually more like a wish than a prayer request. And just last night I dreamt that I was in a building that I have never been to in real life. It was tall and had 27 floors. The rapture had just happened. So many people were already dead, and the few that were still living were in hiding, including me. There were military men capturing the rest of the people who were left behind, and I decided to hide in an elevator. Fortunately, I found two of my friends and a little boy whose face was not familiar. He looked like he was 4 years old. As we hid in the elevator, we decided to keep pressing from one level to another as we wait for the soldiers to leave the building. All the while we could hear people screaming in pain and being brutally beaten. Unfortunately, one of my friends had hiccups, and they discovered where we were hiding, and one of the soldiers stood on top of our elevator, and started shooting at its ceiling to open up. I looked on my right-hand side, and the elevator now sounded like a train, and I saw many people were in hiding too. Before we all got discovered, they began to drag out the people, and started taking them as slaves. As soon as our elevator opened, I ran out of the building. I found myself in a rare city, and everything was destroyed. There were millions of dead bodies in piles, and soldiers were monitoring the place. They took women as sex slaves and killed every Christian. I remember seeing a poster of my face being advertised, and a reward promised to anyone who found me. I knew the crime I had committed at that time was believing in Jesus. Suddenly, I got this feeling in my heart that there was no place for me to hide, and that wherever I go they would find me, and that there was no hope. Then I woke up. Dream 2. Last night I had a dream of a city bus. SWAT climbing buildings, chaos, and tigers in the streets. When I looked down at my phone, it went black, and the light on the bus went black. I looked up, and there was no one anywhere, and darkness everywhere. I felt the bus move a bit, and someone getting on immediately fell face down. I heard a lion, and it was on the bus. I dared not look up, held my breath, and remained silent. I felt the lion breathing on the back of my neck, then I woke up. Dream 3. I seem to have lots of dreams about the end of the world. Most of them are very vivid. I have had them my entire life. I usually wake up in a panic, but the most recent one scared me the most after not having one in so long. This one came out of nowhere. In the dream, I was walking with my sister and mother. We were downtown, so others were walking around us. It was a lovely day out, the sun was shining. Then out of nowhere, the sun went dark, the sky and moon went red, and it's like there was lava around us. The ground was shaking, and I looked around, and everyone was screaming and fighting. They were hitting each other, and stealing each other's cars to try and drive away. I looked over and realized my mom and sister were in a car driving away too, so I got on a bike and began to chase them, and I noticed they had crashed into another vehicle. The entire road had cars crashing into each other left and right. I asked them why they left me, and they completely ignored me. It was like they didn't even see me, like I wasn't there. Then my mom and sister started to drive again, and I went after them once again on my bike until I crashed it. As I gathered myself off the ground, I looked back up at the sky, and it was healthy still, and it was pretty outside like before. And then all the people were screaming and happy because they thought they were safe and that it was over. I started yelling, trying to tell them that it was the end of the world, that it wasn't over, but no one believed me. Then I looked back up, and the sky turned red again, and everyone started yelling, and all I could do was stand there and watch as everyone ran around. Dream 4. I had a dream about a nuclear attack. I saw a plane falling from the sky, and I was at my house with my neighbors. Then I saw a mushroom cloud and ran inside. All of a sudden I have the same exact dream again, but this time I know I am dreaming. I run outside with my neighbors, and we all take a knee and start praying. All of a sudden, I am floating up into the sky with the beautiful clouds passing me. That is when I wake up. Time is running out. Please repent before it's too late. Thank you for watching to the end. Please share this video with your family and friends so they will also receive this message from the Lord.